Weight matters, but if you're not strong enough to carry me, then bye-bye.
What she said there right there with saying, oh yeah, if you can't carry me, bye-bye, is a strange thing that I've been seeing as well on social media. Basically girls blaming their boyfriend and saying, oh yeah, he's too weak, you should be able to carry me, knowing that the girl in question is basically weighing a lot. It's almost always like really heavy girls that say that stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe the boyfriend isn't the problem, the boyfriend being weak isn't the problem, maybe the problem is you being too heavy. Hey, what's up dudes, today your boy GenNot is coming back with a new video on my channel. Hope you're all excited for it. I think you all noticed that I haven't uploaded in quite some time, so I'm gonna make up for it. I found something really awesome on Instagram of all places. I'm not gonna show his TikTok profile because that would be a little bit too traumatizing for Americans right now, but I'm gonna talk about a guy that's called Lenny Miller, and his content is pretty interesting. So basically he's asking random girls if height matters in a partner, if they care about it or not, and the moment the girl is saying yes, I do care about height, he's bringing his scale and asking the girl to show how much the girl is weighing, and it's pretty interesting to see the responses of the women in the video, and I just wanted to cover it on the channel because it's perfect. Honestly, before I go into it, I want to take a look at the comment of the day. So the comment I've chosen for the comment of the day was under the video I was talking about my waifu, that vegan teacher herself, and in that video she was basically complaining and crying about meat eaters again and comparing them to the Austrian painter. That is something she has done many times before. It is just the usual stuff that the vegan teacher is doing on her channel, but under that video there was this person saying plant rights, and I'm gonna say this. I think plants are considered to be alive. I don't know if they consider to be like a living creature or something, but let's say this. Vegans are the ones that legit end the most plants. Maybe I'm gonna be the first person to stand up for plant rights and gonna call out vegans for basically ending plants because they are technically speaking, I think, alive. I'm just gonna say maybe that vegan teacher should take a look at herself instead of crying about every single meat eater. But having said all of this, let's get started.
Does height matter? It definitely does.
It does?
Be shorter than me.
You said height matters.
It does.
Alright, and weight matters, so step on the scale.
So what she said is, oh yeah, I don't want to have a dude that is shorter than me. And I'm gonna say this, I think it's much worse if a girl says, oh yeah, I don't want to have a dude that's under 6 feet, compared to this girl with saying, oh yeah, I want to have a dude that is just taller than me. Because let's assume this girl is like average height of like a girl that would be like 5'4", 5'5", obviously depends on the country, but I think that's like the average, let's say in America. And let's assume she's talking about like an inch taller, then that wouldn't be too weird to be asking. There would be like a big group of dudes that is taller than 5'4" or 5'5", but if you're the type of girl that is saying, oh yeah, I only want to have a dude that is above 6 feet, or like I don't want to have a dude that's under 6 feet, if you get my point, that is much more delusional because that's only like a small group of dudes. There are not many dudes that are like above 6 feet. That's really not a big group. It definitely depends on the country as well, because obviously in Sweden you have much more tall people compared to Japan or China. I think we all get that.
Weight matters, but if you're not strong enough to carry me, then bye-bye.
What she said there right there with saying, oh yeah, if you can't carry me, bye-bye, is a strange thing that I've been seeing as well on social media. Basically girls blaming their boyfriend and saying, oh yeah, he's too weak, you should be able to carry me, knowing that the girl in question is basically weighing a lot. It's almost always like really heavy girls that say that stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe the boyfriend isn't the problem, the boyfriend being weak isn't the problem, maybe the problem is you being too heavy. I'm just gonna say that.
Alright, then let's see.
No, I don't want to do that. That's scary as fuck.
Why? You're judging guys based on height, so I'm judging you based on weight.
To be honest here, this dude is correct. This girl is judging dudes because of their height. Is it fair for this dude to be pulling up the scale in the situation? I think it's obviously a little bit weird doing that, but yeah, I don't think it's too strange what this dude is doing. It's basically just showing the girl the double standard. I think he's trying to do that with saying, oh yeah, if you judge a dude with his height, then I think it's fine if a dude is judging you with the weight stuff, and I don't think even comparing those two things in my opinion is fair, because height is obviously something that is genetic and weight is something that is mostly diet and exercise. It's basically calories in and calories out, and height is something you really can't change. Obviously you have like weird surgeries where they basically break your leg and you gain like 20 centimeters, but obviously something like that is really risky. You need to be like in a wheelchair for like a couple years if I'm correct, and not only that, it's only like a couple centimeters or like a couple inches depending where you're from. So basically if you're 5'4", you're gonna be 5'7", which would not fix the problem, to be honest here. So yeah, I think comparing height and weight isn't even fair in my opinion. I do think it's kind of strange how the girl didn't see this situation coming from a mile away, because my dude legit had a scale in his hand. What was she thinking when she was talking with this dude? So the comments under the videos that he's posting on Insta are pretty interesting, because they are legit 50-50, really mixed. Some people are saying, oh yeah, what he's doing is disgusting and he's shaming the girls, and mostly the people that are saying that are girls. This is an example honestly of how mixed the comments are, because one person is saying bro is doing a great job and the other person is saying this is disgusting, and you can see that in the entire comment section itself, basically mixed reactions to this situation.
Do you guys think that height matters in a guy?
Yes.
Step on the scale. All right, let's see it. 240?
I weigh 210.
Nah.
So it's on 60 right now.
No, it's because you broke it. It wasn't like this before. I think a screw came out of it.
Yeah, your screws loose.
So this happens when actually one of the girls stands on the scale and my dude is legit saying, oh, you broke my scale, you're too heavy, this and that. Obviously the first girl didn't have the balls. I mean, she didn't have balls. You get my point, didn't want to stand on the scale and run away. This girl actually stands on the scale and now this dude is saying, oh yeah, too heavy, this and that. Obviously it's a little bit immature of the dude, but I've kind of mixed emotions when watching this video, because on one side obviously this dude is a little bit rude and you can say he's immature, maybe he's doing this just for views, but on the other side the girls are kind of mean in the first place with judging a dude because of his height, something he can't really do anything about. What I said in the early part of the video, height is obviously something you're born with, it's your genetics, and obviously this girl can lose the weight she's having.
If you wouldn't date a shorter guy, then that's judging someone based on height.
Well, would you date a bigger girl?
No, because it could change your weight.
See, oh, that's fair.
I'm honestly kind of surprised by the reaction of this girl with her saying, well, that is fair. I honestly would have expected her to argue about it and say, well, it is honestly the same thing, just both shaming a person, but then she would honestly deny basic biology because it's not the same thing. Height is obviously genetics, weight is something you can most likely change pretty easily if you're gonna change your diet, if you're gonna be really with each other. But what do you think about this entire situation? Leave it in the comment section. Maybe it is a good thing that this dude is basically pointing out the double standard. But having said all of this, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then don't forget to press the like button, helps with the algorithm. If you want to get notified for the next video, then don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.